Well, hello again and happy holidays. It's Miss Tasha. And very quickly, I have some things to go over. You know what I have to go over always. First of all, I got to stand up because you got to see the whole thing. I mean, you know I love purple. I mean, you guys, look at even the purple pants. And look at this wonderful, with all the Santas and everything on it with purple. And of course, the second thing is, you know what Miss Tasha just loves to eat? Of course, and then my infamous voice. We're not even going to go into that. All right. Well, this is my first session in December, and you are not going to believe what Miss Tasha is going to do. Oh my goodness gracious! All right, so I'm going to take off my one Santa hat, and when I start reading, I am going to be changing hats every single page. This book I have had for so long. It's supposed to light up, but guess what? It doesn't light up anymore. This is Santa Claus by Joe Riggs and Hermione Edwards, published in 2008 by St. Martin's Press of Pretty Books. Pretty, P-R-I-D-D-Y. Okay, this is Santa Claus. All right, ready? Wait a minute. Here we go. Spike, the happy Christmas tree, is full of festive cheer. He's dressed up bright and sparkly. It's his favorite time of year. Okay, do you think you know what's next? What's coming next? I think you do. Snowman Jack is melting. Outside it's getting warm. He looks up to the clouds above and he hopes for a snowstorm. All right, you know what this one is? Does everyone know? What do you think it is? What do you think it is? It's an elf. Well, Ben has 3 elf brothers, Bertie, Bill, and Bob. They all make toys for Santa. What a wonderful Christmas job. Okay, you better know what this one is, too. Ta-da! I could get it turned. Reindeer Rory's tired from flying to and fro. He's feeling very sleepy, so he's resting in the snow. Okay, now my last one. If you will notice, there is a nice little green thing that's up here. Does anybody know what that is? I'll be curious to see if you do. Are you ready? Santa arrives back home and Mrs. Claus is glad. She grabs a bunch of mistletoe. That's what this is. And she kisses him like mad. Now, when the sound was, it had a sound of a kiss. But, of course, like that, and no more. All right, so there's that one. All right, now, I got to put on my next hat. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. All right, now this one is really cute. This is called Oh Christmas Tree, okay? It's by Holly Bird and illustrated by Helen Dardick. In 2016 by Cottage Door Press. Now, this is part of this week's challenge. I'm going to read to you on the back. Story time is family time. It strengthens the love for books and reading. It supports comprehension and vocabulary growth. And it bonds family through story time. So your challenge this time is family time. And what I want you to do is try at least 4 times a week. I'd love to have you do it more, but if you can do it 4, I'll be happy. Till the end of the year, and I just want you to read together as a family. It might become a habit. You never know. You might want to take turns reading, or you want to maybe act out a part of the book. But all of you just kind of snuggle close together and read while reading and have some hot cocoa. So that's your challenge. All right, here we go. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, seashell tree. Santa sees all kinds of Christmas trees. He loves bringing gifts to the little boys and girls under the sea. So, of course, what does their Christmas tree have on it? But seashells, all kinds of seashells. And there's a little starfish on the top. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, circus tree. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I know what this is. Oh, yes, I know. I'm not even going to say because you should know it because you all probably love to eat it when you can. There is candy canes. There's candy. There's, oh, they even still have a star. But yes, they do have the cotton candy. Christmas under the big top is full of surprises. Now the next one, I like this one. This one is you're in outer space. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, spaceship tree. Christmas in outer space? Well, that's out of this world. And there they are. Would you notice the rocket looks like a Christmas tree? Of course, I know. Oh, here, this is a good one. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, island tree. The sun is always shining when Santa stops by the beach. Now, what they have on theirs, they have sunglasses on their tree. I love it. They have different kinds of, things from the natives and all that. They have beautiful flowers and everything. That's what they have on that tree. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, woodland tree. Shh. Santa is especially quiet when he visits his woodland friends because there's an owl, there's a deer, there's a rabbit, there's a fox. Look at all of them. And they have on their tree mushrooms and acorns and pine cones and a bird on the top of the tree. Oh, this is my favorite tree, by the way. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, candy tree. But the best Christmas tree of all is the one at the North Pole. Oh, they have gingerbread men. Oh my goodness, there's gumballs. Oh, there's lots of peppermint. Oh, there's even a chocolate-covered donut. Oh my gosh. See, it's chocolate, so I love it. So there you go. All right? All right, now, the next one. Okay, here we go. Da-da-da. Now, you aren't going to believe this one. All right, this is a gift book from Hallmark, and I couldn't find who it was by, and then I got to thinking, well, of course, Tasha, you know who did Up on the Housetop. The words are from Gene Autry, and you guys don't know him. Maybe your parents might, but your grandparents definitely would know who Gene Autry is. It's illustrated by Bob Kohler in 2010. The publisher is Hallmark. Now, here's another reason why I have my challenge. Hang the ornament, here's our cute little ornament, up on your Christmas tree and snuggle up nearby to read the book. And press the corresponding buttons on the book as they appear in the story. The ornament lights up and plays a short sound clip to help bring the story to life. And you are not going to believe you're not going to believe these reindeer, and you're not going to believe what they sound like. And this is when I wish that I was with you, because I would make you all have a chance of touching one of the ornaments. All right. And you get Miss Tasha to sing again. It goes, ready or not, here we come. So it's Up on the Housetop. Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus. And here's an orange one.
Careful, Santa, this rope is slippery.
Nonsense! I've done this a million times!
Okay, whose turn is it to get him out of the bushes? Not me. I did it last time.
See, I told you. Aren't they funny? Down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joys. And there he is, and oh my gosh, what did he forget? There's a fire in the fireplace. Let's see what happens.
Somebody left a fire in the fireplace, and now I've ruined another pair of pants.
Ooh, Mrs. Claus is gonna yell at you.
I just love those guys. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Who, ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, click, click.
Down to the chimney with me, big cat.
Very good. First comes the stocking of little Nell. Oh, dear Santa, fill it well. Give her a dolly that laughs and cries, and that can open and shut her eyes. And of course, this is a pink one.
Aw, that's so cute. I wonder if that comes in a baby reindeer version. Dude, check online. They got like everything.
Oh, this one shows you that this is really an old song, because I don't think little boys would be getting this now. Next come the stocking for little Will. Oh, just see what a glorious fill. Here is a hammer and lots of tacks. Also a ball and a whip that cracks. I don't think so.
Say, this is a nice whip. Think I'll give it a try.
Not in the house, Santa.
Oops. My
Santa, that's your line.
Oh yeah, down to the chimney with me. Sorry.
All right, now, here comes, this is when I wish that you could be here. It says, whatever you do, don't push the red button. Now, when I would read this to kids, I'd always ask the teacher ahead of time to pick somebody, some child that would be strong enough to have everybody kind of make fun of them. Because this, you won't believe what happens. I'm going to push the button.
I can't believe you pushed the button. You know what this means?
You're on the naughty list. You're on the naughty list. Then I'd have a second child come up and push.
Oh no, they pushed the button. Uh-oh. So now what happens? Apparently
Nothing.
So it's just an extra button? Well, that's the letdown.
And then the last time,
I'm sorry, you pushed the button that is no longer in service. You get it. So please make another selection. And have a nice day. Oh, that's funny.
weren't those reindeer hysterical? I love that one. All right, now, you know, one of my absolutely all-time ever favorite books is Wonky Donkey. I just love it. So I thought, you know what? I did it for you way back in April, but I just have to read it again because I just absolutely love that book. And of course, it's from Craig Smith and illustrated by Katz Cowley in 2009 by Scholastics Incorporated. Well, when I read my second session, you are going to be in for a treat because there is a new book. So I had to read this one first. All right, because this one, man, I have this one down pat, boy. I have no problem with this one. Okay, I was walking down the road and I saw, now remember, when I point to you, I hope at home you were all going, hee-haw, okay? So ready? Hee-haw, all right? And he only had 3 legs, so he was a wonky donkey. Well, I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey, ready? Hee-haw, he only had 3 legs and 1 eye, he was a winky wonky donkey. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey, hee-haw, he only had 3 legs, 1 eye, and he liked to listen to country music. So he was a honky-tonky, winky, wonky donkey. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs, 1 eye. He liked to listen to country music and he was quite tall and thin. So he was a lanky, honky-tonky, winky, wonky donkey. Now you got to remember there's also a bird. This yellow bird is also on all the pages in the book. You got to watch and see what the bird does. The bird's hysterical. I was walking down the road, and especially now, I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs, 1 eye. He likes to listen to country music. He was quite tall and he smelled really, really bad. So he, you know why? Because he, see what he did? I know the kids always like that because I actually let them say the word fart. And the teachers would go, oh, only you, Tasha. Only you, Miss Tasha. And see, look what happened to the whole bird. The bird fell down. He was a stinky, dinky, lanky, honky-tonky, winky, wonky donkey. Well, I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs, 1 eye. He liked to listen to country music. He was quite tall and thin. He smelled really, really bad. And that morning he got up early and he didn't have any coffee. So he was a cranky, stinky, dinky, lanky, honky-tonky, winky, wonky donkey. Well, I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs, 1 eye. So he liked to listen to country music. He was quite tall and slim. He smelled really, really bad. That morning he got up early and hadn't had any coffee. And he was always getting into mischief. Look what he's chewing on. Underwear on the line. Oh my gosh. He was a hanky-panky, cranky, stinky, dinky, lanky, honky-tonky, winky, wonky donkey. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs, 1 eye, liked to listen to country music, quite tall and thin, smelled really, really, really bad. That morning he got up early, hadn't any coffee. He always was getting into mischief, but he was quite good looking. So he was a spunky, hanky-panky, cranky, stinky, dinky, lanky, honky-tonky, winky, wonky donkey. See, I got this one down pat. Next time, not so much. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Now here's the part, and I won't because there's a lady in here filming with me, but my challenge to the kids was Miss Tasha is going to say the hee-haw first, and then I would have all the kids say hee-haw. And then I'd have the teacher vote who said it the loudest. And so far, every single time, I have beating those kids because I have one loud voice. But I'm going to be nice and not do it to Mika. So, and it goes, hee-haw, and there he is smiling. Okay, now, oh, this is going to be fun. All right, because the name of this is the hat. Come on. And of course, it has to blink. Look at that. It has to blink, yes, because it's a stocking hat. All right. So this one is by Jan Brett, 1997. The publisher is G.P. Putman's son. And you need to watch the side panels when I'm reading, because the side panels help with the story, okay? And it's a beautiful, beautiful book. All right. Well, winter was on its way, and Lisa took out all of her wooden clothes out of the chest and carried them outside. Okay, and here's a scarf, and here's a pair of gloves. Okay, so there's the basket with everything in it. Well, she was hanging them up in the fresh air when a strong wind blew one of her stockings off the line. And here comes a little hedgehog. Okay. We'll see her going inside. Well, the hedgehog looks at this sock. Curious Hedgie found and he poked his nose in. When he pulled it out, the stocking was stuck on his prickles. How embarrassing, Hedgie thought. Oh, no. Oh, and now you're going to see what's coming up next. It's chicken. And now you see her working inside. Okay. Well, the mother hen came by with her chicks. Cackle, cackle! She chuckled and laughed. What's that on your head, Hedgie? Why, it's my new hat, he told her. Isn't it beautiful? The mother hen cocked her head and as if she had an idea, and off she went. So the next thing is, it's a goose, okay? And sure enough, here's the goose. Now the girl is still inside working and doing stuff. Well, Hedgie saw the noisy gander looking down at him. Honk, honk, ho, 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 ho! The gander laughed. Look at that! The hedgehog has flipped his gizzard. Laugh today, gander, but tomorrow when it rains, my hat will keep me dry. The gander thought for a moment, and off he ran. Okay, the next is a kitty cat. And again, the girl is inside. She's watering and she's doing stuff. Well, the barn cat was watching from a tree as Hedgie tugged at the stocking. Meow! He called down. What a silly-looking hedgehog you are with that thing on your head. But my ears will be warm in a snowstorm. Purred the cat, and off he ran. Next one is a dog. It's a little big dog. Well, the farm dog and her puppies found Hedgie in a patch of brambles. Hedgie, is that hat you're wearing? How funny you look, she barked, and her puppies yelped and giggled. But I'll be cozy and dry when it snows, Hedgie said, and the farm dog's ears perked up, and she ran off. The next thing is the pig. Uh-oh, there's the piggies. Oh, my gosh. Oink, oink, the piglet squealed. What are you up to, Hedgie? The mama pig asked. Making sure my hat doesn't fall off when the icy wind blows. I see, said Mama Pig, and off she ran. The next one is a horse. Oh, there's the horse. Well, Hedgie, what is that ridiculous thing on your head? The pony snorted at Hedgie. That was the last straw. It's my hat, of course. Don't you know that everyone should wear a hat in the winter when it's cold and snowy? Hedgie shouted. The pony looked startled. Hedgie was usually friendly, and off he ran. Uh-oh, now the little girl is over here, and she's looking out the window. Uh-oh, she found one of the socks. Hedgie just wanted to be alone. He was tired of everyone laughing at him, and with this thing on his head, he wouldn't even fit into his den. Oh, no. And here she comes. He didn't see Lisa running after him, the other stocking in her hand. "Come back, you silly hedgehog," she called. "Oh, no!" Hedgie thought, "Even the little girl is laughing at me." Now, you're going to see, this is the hen doing something with some gloves, and I don't know what the gander is doing, but oh boy. And the cat and the dog. Well, Lisa caught up and pulled off her stocking off of Hedgie's head. "You ridiculous little hedgehog," she laughed. "Don't you know that animals don't wear clothes?" And then there's the pig, and then there's the horse. Well, Hedgie headed back for the den, and Lisa started back toward the clothesline. That's when she saw all of her missing woolens. Oh my God, this is perfect. There's the horse. He has a scarf. The pig, I think, has what is it? It's a sweater or a vest. Oh my gosh, look at the dog. He has, I don't know what he has on. And the cat has a nice big scarf. And the gander has a hat. And the chicken put the gloves on her tail and on her head. I don't know. The animals had taken them, and each one was thinking, "Now I am wearing a magnificent hat." Wait, excuse me. Lisa was still chasing them while Hedgie reached his den. How ridiculous they look. Don't they know that animals should never wear clothes? Okay. All right, what do I wear next? Oh my gosh, I don't wear a hat. Oh no, okay. No hat. All right, now this one, when I taught elementary school, way back when, I would always read to my kids every day after lunch for a little bit. And I read the real book of this. This is back like in the 70s and 80s. But they actually came out with an illustrated version, and you guys, this is absolutely hysterical. These are the one and the only Herdmans. Ralph is 10, Imogene is 9, Leroy is 8, Claude is 7, Ollie is 6, and Gladys is 5. This is by Barbara Robinson. It's illustrated by Laura Cornell in 2011 by HarperCollins Children's Books. This is wonderful. Let me put this over here. Okay, are you ready? The best Christmas pageant ever. All right, here we go. The Herdmans were the worst kids in the history of the world. They lived and stole and played with matches. They were so awful, you could hardly believe they were real. There were 6 of them: Ralph, Imogene, Leroy, Claude, Ollie, and Gladys. They were skinny and stringy-haired and dirty and all different sizes, with different black and blue places where they had clung to each other, so they weren't really nice to each other either. They lived over a garage, and when they didn't have anything else to do, they would bang the garage door up and down and try to squash each other, or the mailman, or their crazy one-eyed cat. Everybody stayed away from them. Oh, gosh, they are unbelievable. Well, then one day they showed up in Sunday school. They stole all the money out of the collection plate, and they drew mustaches on everybody in the Bible. And though nobody knows how, they took over our annual Christmas pageant. Our Christmas pageant is always the same. Kids in bathrobes and bedsheets acting out the story of Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus being born. Everybody knows the story. Everybody but the Herdmans. They had never heard of the story. They didn't stop. That didn't stop them from picking out the best parts for themselves. "I'll be Mary," Imogene yelled, "and Ralph, he'll be Joseph." Everyone else was afraid to volunteer. That left the 3 Herdmans, Leroy, Claude, and Ollie, to be the wise men. And the worst Herdman of all, the angel of the Lord Me, Gladys hollered. I'll be that. What is it? She didn't even know what an angel is. So then somebody had to read this whole story to them about the star and the shepherd and how there was no room for them in the inn and how the baby Jesus slept in a manger. The herdmen were shocked. They stuck them out in the barn, Imogene yelped, and they tied Jesus up in rags and put him in a feed box. At least we put Gladys in the bureau drawer. Oh my gosh. Then they heard about the wise men bringing gifts of oil and frankincense, and Claude said, "What good is smelly oil? If we were the wise men, we would bring pizza." Every year, someone lent us their baby to be Jesus, but not this year. Nobody would trust a herdman with their baby. So Imogene offered to steal one from the supermarket. There are always babies in carts there. She said, no, let's forget about a baby, someone said. We used a doll instead. And see, they even have a nice big J on the thing for Jesus. Well, every rehearsal was an adventure. Leroy wanted to chase the mean innkeeper out of town, and Claude and Ollie wanted to run off with the baby to keep him safe. Imogene said she wouldn't name him Jesus. She would name him Bill, and he wouldn't let the wise men worship him. "Go away from that baby," she barked at him. "You might have germs." Oh, my word. Oh, and here comes the angel. When Gladys found out the angel of the Lord appeared out of nowhere in the black of night, she was sure it was out of Amazing Comics. "Shazam!" she yelled, smacking the kid next to her. Gladys liked to smack things. Our Mary was loud and bossy, the wise men were sneaky, and the angel of the Lord came from outer space. This was going to be the worst Christmas pageant ever. Oh my goodness gracious. Here we go. Well, some people wanted to cancel the whole thing. The minister said, "I don't think anyone will come to see it." But they were really wrong. Everybody came just to see what the herdmans would do. Well, when the curtain opened, Ralph and Imogene stood in the wings, frozen, as if they weren't sure what to do. They weren't pushing or hitting or being herdmans. The chorus waited and hummed and waited like an old refrigerator. When they finally came in, Imogene had slung the baby Jesus doll over her shoulder. Then she thumped it on its back twice hard. There was a gasp. It didn't seem right to burp baby Jesus, but you know, that was the whole point of Jesus. He was a real person, and he started out as a real baby. His parents were real too, as real as Imogene, with her veil all crooked, and Ralph with his hair sticking out as if they had slept in their clothes out in the barn, just like the real story. Here's Gladys. Then came Gladys from behind the shepherds, shoving them out of the way and stepping on everyone's feet. "Hey!" she yelled. "Unto you a child is born. He's in the barn." She made it sound like it was the best news ever in the whole world. Right behind Gladys came the three wise men, but they didn't have the usual frankincense and gold and oil, and they didn't even bring the pizza. Leroy was carrying something big and heavy. It was the ham from the herdman's food basket. The church gave them one every year. The herdmans had never before given anything away except for clonks on the head. So you had to be impressed. The herdmans were giving the baby Jesus their Christmas ham. Then the wise men were supposed to leave and go home, but instead they just sat down. Actually, it seemed like the right thing to do. After all, they'd come such a long way, and you wouldn't expect them just to hand over the ham and leave. And it seemed natural, too, to burp a baby who might be fussy or tired, and for someone to tell people where the baby was so they wouldn't have to wander all over the place. Somehow, every wrong thing the herdmans did seemed right and natural. And then as everyone sang Silent Night, Imogene started to cry. In the candlelight, her face was all shiny with tears. Awful old Imogene, in her crookedy veil, crying as if Christmas had just come all on her all at once. When everyone left the church that night, it was cold and clear with crunchy snow underfoot and bright, bright stars in the sky. Everyone said there was something different this time, something special. And though nobody could say exactly with that what it was, everyone agreed it was the best Christmas pageant ever. All right, here's my finale. All right, wait a minute, I gotta get this on. And then you have to dance, of course. Just thought I'd throw that out there, but you know you have to do that. All right, gotta make sure I have it on right. All right, and this is Aliens Love Claus. It's illustrated, it's written and illustrated by Claire Friedman and Ben Court in 2010, and it's Simon & Schuster is the publisher. All right, and this is so nice. I got this from Little Oak in 2010. How many years ago is that, guys? 10 years ago, I know. And look at all the underpants. Can you believe all of those underpants? Oh my gosh. Aliens Love Claus. Here we go. The aliens were all excited as tomorrow's Christmas Day, so instead of stealing underpants, they're giving them away. They jump into their spaceships, whee, and whiz off to the North Pole. Help is coming, Santa Claus, the Underwear Patrol. The aliens read the letters out from all the girls and boys, and just for fun, they add a pair of pants in with their toys. In Santa's busy workshop, there's lots of laughs to share when dressing up the little elves in fancy underwear. Oh my gosh, who else has underwear on? The reindeer have underwear on. Oh my word. The reindeer wear their underpants lit up bright and glowing with neon pants to light the way. It helps show where they're going. Yes. Uh-oh. What did they do to Santa's red velvet sack? Guess what it became? A pair of polka dot pants. Oh my gosh. Great, Santa's nearby, ready. He's nearly ready, but shh, when he turns his back, the aliens swap a spotted pair of undies for his sack. So there he is. Oh dear, here we go. Ho, 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 laughs Santa, but his smile turns to a frown. He won't be going anywhere. His sleigh has broken down. Oh no. It's the aliens to the rescue with their spaceship for a sleigh. So reindeer bells are jingling. Here comes Santa Claus. Hooray! Oh my gosh. Look at him going down into the chimney. They hover over rooftops, and it really is fantastic how Santa shoots down chimneys on a rope of pants elastic. Oh, love it. The aliens follow Santa as he tiptoes to each bed. They take down all the stockings and they hang underwear instead. In fact, this one even says an alien was here. I love it. This one has stars. Oh my gosh. This one has a heart on it. They decorate our Christmas trees with classic festive cheer and leave out underpants that say, an alien was here. Oh my gosh, look at the snowman. Their mission done, they fly back home. to plan their next attack. So hold on to your underpants. The aliens will be back. All right, that's it, except of course you have to dance, of course. All right, I'm gonna get up because you need to stand up to dance. I have to stand up to dance, all right. Now, people that are older know Burl Ives. This is Holly Jolly Christmas by Burl Ives, okay. Bend your knees too. Now, turn around. Now, like you're shoveling snow, turn. Down. Good going. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.